Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. Today we are going to review a new release from Just Rum. They also already had a Queen Share release, but that was done in a different type of barrel. So we'll go over that, we'll do a comparison between the two, and we'll make a cocktail. Stay with me as we review a great rum from a great company. Welcome back to Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. Recently, John HasBrouck from Just Rum sent me a bottle of his new release of Queen Share. Just so that you know, I did pay for this, so this is going to be an unbiased opinion. Even if I didn't pay for it, I would have given you an unbiased opinion. But this is something that is similar to a release he'd previously done, except the original Queen Share was done in Sirah barrels, and it was at 124 proof. So I had tried that before. I had done a review on that, but he has a new release of that. Also comes with these nifty coins, premium coins, which they use that for the parties that they have at the distillery and such. You can get in with these. So if you do buy a bottle, definitely keep a hold of your coin. And basically the new expression, it's a lower proof, it's 110 proof, but it was done in a Pinot Noir barrel. So he says this is significantly better. I did already try it, and so I'll go through and do you a comparison here, and we will see what we think, and we will make an old fashioned, slightly different than the old fashioned that John likes to make with this, but I wanted to do it a little bit differently because I'd already done the one that he had suggested, which is uses a different kind of cherry that he recommends. But we'll go through this and let you know what we think of the differences and just in general what we think about this expression. So we will pour one of each expression. This one off to the side is the older expression. When I first got this older expression, the one in the Syrah barrels at the higher proof, I wasn't prepared for the proof on that, and it hit me pretty hard. I thought it was a little bit too high of a proof for my palate. I do like higher proof things, but that there seemed to be a little bit of competition between the higher proof and the mellowness of the wine barrel. So let's do a little bit of a taste, and it's first a difference in the smells. You definitely smell that Syrah barrel, which is not quite as sweet as the Pinot Noir. And you get that higher proof rum. This has been setting for a while. It's halfway, almost halfway down. This may be my third bottle of this because I really did like it. But again, the proof point is something you have to be ready for. Now the Pinot Noir barrel, again, it's a lower proof. You smell that little bit more sweet Pinot Noir odor. It's the lower proof. It seems to be more balanced in the odors. And this does have a better smell, better odor on the nose than the Syrah barrel. Again, I do like the Syrah barrel, but it is a little bit proofy, and it is something you notice. So let's do a quick taste of this. Yeah, just as I recall, it's a little bit proofy. It does hit your palate pretty strong right at the front. It has a good taste, but like I said, when he first released this and I got a bottle of it, I immediately told him that the proof seemed a little too high to me, and he suggested that you need to drink it with a little bit of water. And he told me the way he makes a cocktail with it, an old fashioned, and I tried that and it was excellent. So I think that I did that in the review of this. But the Pinot Noir, it only has a slight bite to it, but it's much better balanced, and the Pinot Noir wine barrel flavors come through much better on this. So I do agree with what he said, that this is a much better expression than the original Queen Share. So I did forget to get my measuring cup, so let me get that out and we will make an old fashioned. And this is going to be slightly different than the one that he makes, but we'll do that, and just bear with me for a moment. So what you do with this is, the way John likes to do it is to put the cherry juice into the glass. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing the Just Rum, just a t-shirt, which is what it says on the back. It's got Just Rum Distillery on the side, or Just a Distillery, which is the name of his distillery. And he sent me these Just Rum glasses, and it's just a glass. So you probably can't see that in the video, but that's a really nice glass that he sent, and I'm appreciative of that. So again, John puts the juice of the cherry in there, but instead I put a cherry and muddle it, which is the way that I learned to do this type of a cocktail. And if you use the juice from the cherries, you will get the sugar, because there's a lot of sugar in these. And I'll talk about these cherries here just briefly. These are something, again, John told me about these cherries. He believes that these are, and I don't know because I've never tried them, better than Luxardo cherries. I've never bought Luxardo because Luxardo cherries are real expensive. These are not as expensive. They're a little pricey, but you can get these on Amazon. And it's Peninsula Premium. These are really, really good. There's 4 grams of carbs per cherry. If you were to use the juice out of here to add to the old fashioned and then put the cherry on top, and of course you're going to eat the cherry because it's really good, then you would end up getting probably around 8 carbs. But again, great cherries. They're on Amazon, real easy to find. And this is just a pretty basic old fashioned, but it does do a little bit different. It's instead of having regular bitters, it only just has 8 dashes of orange bitters. And the way that John does it, he does not use allspice dram, but I am going to put a teaspoon or a bar spoon of allspice dram, because that gives it a little bit of a different kick. Then we'll put the ice cube in. And normally, what I found when I did this recipe with the original Queen Share, because its proof point is higher, and it needed to be watered down a little bit, I just used the simple syrup that I made with Splenda. You could put a packet of Splenda in, with this newer one because it's a little bit lower proof point. I think that would be okay. But we'll add in the ice. We have the everything else except for the rum, and then we'll put 2 to 2.5 ounces of rum. And we'll use just the new Pinot Noir. Go a little, just slight over 2 ounces, and wash that over the ice. And then you stir that to chill. I have not had this yet with the new Queen Sherry. I didn't add the sugar, I just put the sherry in, or rather sugar, I would use Splenda. And let me taste this, and I might end up adding the Splenda for the sweetness. But again, I didn't use the simple syrup, so it doesn't water it down because of the lower proof point, so I think that's going to be a better way to do this one. Whereas I think you do need that extra water for the original Queen Sherry. That's pretty good. I think most people would want to have the little extra sweetness, so you might want to go with a packet of Splenda, and I'll just try that just to see. But the other thing, and I neglected to do this, is to have the orange peel, which you rub around the edge. Because the orange peel helps to bring out those oils off of the orange peel help to bring out the flavors. And of course, that sugar needs to be mixed a little bit. And I think that is what most people will expect, to have that a little extra sweetness. Yes, absolutely. That helps it a lot. So if you get this, and he's only got a limited supply of this, but if you do get a hold of some of this Queen Sherry, I recommend you do because it's very good. And this Old Fashioned, the allspice dram kicks that up a little bit. The cherry, Peninsula Supreme cherries, or Peninsula Premium cherries, are something that you can get off of Amazon. You have to go to the website. I don't know if this is listed on the website, but you can send them a message and ask for a bottle of this if they still have it. I hope they do because it's pretty good. Luckily, I bought 2 bottles. But this is an exceptional rum. I still like their maple wood rested or 3-year rested. They've got one that's just short-term rested, and then they've got one that's 3 years. And they have an American oak, which I think that they're coming out with in the summer, the next batch of a 2 or 3 year barreled American oak version. The American oak that I had gotten before, I think is 2 years in the barrel, and it's a phenomenal rum. The maple barrel is also phenomenal, and basically all of the rums from this company are very good. They're out of Sandy, Oregon. Look them up, see what you can get. They do have an ability to buy things online, and those end up being shipped to you. You also have a limited amount of things that are there because a number of the expressions he'll do are short runs, so he only has a limited supply. But there are some things that he just always has. Their seasonal spice, really great. I'm not a spice rum drinker, but that seasonal spice has a really good taste, and it's something that I prefer in a lot of the things that call for spiced rum. So that's it for this week. I wanted to get this out as soon as I got this bottle, and I just got this bottle on Friday, so it came with a shirt and some glasses. So thanks, John, for giving me the shirt and the glass. They're 2 glasses. But this rum, again, is really great. This is a good old-fashioned to use it in. There's various ways you can make old-fashions, but the orange flavor in there and this better cherry really sets it off. And if you have allspice dram which I made this to make it lower sugars, then that will also kick this up a little bit. So this makes an excellent cocktail, something you'll enjoy. And I do ask you to like and subscribe to this channel. Help me to get the word out. I'm trying to show how to make things with lower carbs. Again, this, because it's got that cherry in there, has 4 carbs, but I don't think that there shouldn't be any in the allspice dram the way that I made it, or very little. And in general, those 4 carbs are it for this drink. There won't be any carbs in the rum. He's tested his rums and doesn't find those to have any carbs, and that's it. That's all the carbs you're going to find in the way that I made this. But that's what I try to do here. Try to help people to do things that taste great and have lower carbs. So help me get the word out to everybody, and absolutely help me get the word out about Just Rum, because these are exceptional. They're in the United States. They're in Sandy, Oregon, and so they're starting to get their distribution out further. I'm trying to help get distribution into Iowa. I don't know if I'll be successful because Iowa's a hard state to get into, but if not, then try them online, see if you can get them shipped to your location. I think that you will really enjoy these, especially if you like higher proof rums, because all but one of his rums is higher proof. The one that isn't is blackberry, and that's just at a 40% alcohol, 80 proof. Everything else is higher proof. Many of, I think all of them are over 100 proof, except for the blackberry. So you'll enjoy them, especially if you like overproof rums. And this is something that I highly recommend. So come back next time, and I have some other things I want to show, and we'll try to go over some different cocktails, different spirits, and try to expand all of our horizons and the things that we can enjoy. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.